Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fata'ala Allahu limalikul haqq. Fata'ala Allahu limalikul haqq. Fata'ala Allahu limalikul haqq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. My name is Muhammad Awal. I'm in Hijrah from Nigeria. In the Hijrah of Niger State, in the Hijrah of Government Niger State, a village called Go inside, in the Hijrah of Government, that's where I'm from, that's matter, and that's my place. I'm in the people tribe. This is my number 92 video. So I come to this Lagos, not find some television, so I'm living inside Lagos in over area, Lagos in over area. Masalacha, Lagos, so every time when you come to that model, do I find it one thing? My evidence is silence once one, that's what I'm saying. So that's a bit, it's about the translation of one. You see, the word one has 7 translations. You want to say, 7, 7, and 7, 8. Then I say that if you bring for 7, 8 out to the supply, yet the word all would never be exhausted. Truly, Allah is almighty and all wise. Then that is how the translation one is up to 7. But the one that I want to explain, that is 5th translation one from Fatih's Nas. That is Allahu Akbar that appear in the right hand side of every mankind body. There, you see what you are saying, that's what your body is describing. So see, when we got Surah Al-Isra, in chapter 1 verse 44 said, تُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ السَّبْعُ وَالْأَرْضُ وَمَن فِيهِنَّ وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِهِ وَلَكِنْ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ تَسْبِيحَهُ. They said, 7 heaven and earth and all that they are in glorify him. And then they are not a thing, but glorified his praise. Meaning perform salah to all matter, but you understand not their glorification, meaning their salah. So Allah said, تُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ السَّبْعُ وَالْأَرْضُ وَمَن فِيهِنَّ. 7 heaven and earth and all that they are in glorify him. So dwellers are cut 7 heaven. When we come to arrange your one, you trade your one, will translate, you arrange it, dwellers are arranged. The one that we first mentioned, you do it first go. Dwellers are cut 7 heaven, also 7 earth. Then all that there is glorify Allah, perform salah to Almighty Allah, do the command all that where Allah wanted, how He wanted it, exactly the way He wanted. Then that is how the translation of the one is of the 7. Then when we go Surah Al-Kahf, chapter 18 of the 1, verse 9 said, قُلْ لَوْ كَانَ الْبَحْرُ مِدَادًا لِكَلِمَاتِ رَبِّهِ لَنَفِدَ الْبَحْرُ قَبْلَ أَن تَنفَدَ كَلِمَاتُ رَبِّهِ وَلَوْ جِئْنَا بِمِثْلِهِ مَدَدًا. If you see where we are trying the word ordinary, then the sea will exhaust. The word of Almighty Allah will never be exhausted. Even though He bring forth 7, even though He bring forth another seed like 8 for 8, it will add. The word ordinary will never finish. He continue doing that, it has no end. Then He didn't stop at there. When we got to the command, chapter 31, verse 27 said, وَلَوْ أَنَّمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ مِنْ شَجَرَةِ الْأَكْلَامِ وَالْبَحْرِ يَمُدُّهُ مِنْ بَعْدِ سَبْعَةِ أَبْحُرٍ مَا نَفِدَتْ كَلِمَاتُ اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَزِيزٌ حَكِيمٌ. They say, if all the trees on earth were paid and the sea were in, were to ride, the word of Allah, when 7 seed out to supply behind it, yet the word of Allah will never be exhausted. Truly Allah is almighty and all wise. Then that is how the translation one is. It's of the 7. Then, so see, then the one that I want to explain, that is 5th translation one from Fajr. Now that is Allahu Akbar that appear in the right hand side of every mankind. But in the right hand side of every mankind, but you see it. Then when you start for salah, you're standing, whether you are in Turkey, whether you are alone, when you start for salah, you're standing from the bread at the right side, reach your leg at the right side, that is elephant that is standing at the right side. Look at it here. Then your hand parent John so that's Allahu. You are Alpha of Allah, so that's how the finger, your hand is 5. You see it. Then and then when you count Alpha of Allah, look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at your finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Allah. Then and then when you observe your hand, that's Allah. Allah. Look at it. Alifun, Lamun, 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 Ha. That's Allah. Then, when you start for Salah, when you say Allahu Akbar, you leave your hand at the top, don't bring it down, because when you bring it down, you don't see it. Then, your hand that is at the top, that's Allahu at the top. Then you now observe the cup of your hand outside. Outside. You see your hand has come up. Kafun, Ba'un, Ra. Reach your leg. Look at it. Kafun, Ba'un, Ra. Reach your leg. You observe your hand, look at it. Your hand at the top, that's Allah. Then you observe the cup of your hand outside. Kafun, look at it. Kafun. Then from this joint to joint to that joint. From this joint to next joint, that is back. Look at it, back. Then from this joint to the ground, to your leg. That's round. This round. And then when you look at round come aside at the time that when you get up from sleep, you stretch your leg. Or you stand up. When you're standing, you stretch your leg. You see round has come aside. You see, that's round. So you see, Allahu Akbar that appear in the right side of every microphone. Then again, I do it two way. Look at this kafir. I do it two way. Look at the kafir. I do it two way. Either you do like this, say Allahu Akbar, or you do like this. It's the same kafir. Look at it. You see it? Either you do like this, say Allahu Akbar, or you do like this. It's the same kafir. Look at how it is. And then look at how we're writing it. Look at how we're writing it. So you see, Allahu Akbar that appear in the right hands of every man covered. Then Allah sent a prophet to be a Bashirun, meaning a giver of gladness about Allahu Akbar that appear in the right hands of every man covered. For those who remain obedient to Almighty Allah, following command of all that where Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. Meaning a prophet to be a gladness to them since this war. Then, apart of that, when you come to them, then the Holy Quran about the gladness that prophet is given to you, for you to be sure that if you remain obedient to Allah, you will enter paradise, meaning Jannah. I will give you proof about it. So those ones that remain obedient to Almighty Allah, where Allah said, "Wala tijazalika dalal sala wala tqabila." Don't hide it. What take you by Nazar Islam, but follow a way. Those ones that remain obedient to Almighty Allah follow a way in between, in their salah, in fasting, in judgment, in all activities that Allah chose for remain in the best one. Then they are the one that chose for themselves Ashab al-Yamin, those who belong to the right, since this war. Then they are the one that will glorify Allah with Allahu Akbar that appear in the right hands of every Meccan body inside paradise willingly. Then look at how it is. Then again, for you to be sure that when you follow the command of Allah, that Bashirun, that Allah sent a prophet to be a Bashirun, a giver of gratitude, for you to be sure of that gratitude, you see, until Muslim understand, come to understand that the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now. And for you to know that the Holy Quran is speaking about what is happening now, until we go through best part of the Quran. You see, when we go to Surah Al-Israel, chapter 7, verse 6, and the Quran 10, verse 1 says, وَقُرْآنًا فَرَّقْنَا لِتَقْرَأَهُ عَلَى النَّاسِ عَلَى الْمُكْثِ وَنَزَّلْنَاهُ تَنزِيلًا. And it's a Quran in which you have divided into parts in order to myself to remain at interval. وَنَزَّلْنَاهُ تَنزِيلًا is the revelation with a veil. So see, look at the verse here. You see it? There, you see the verse. Then again, Allah has said that we have divided one into parts. Then let us cover how many parts the Quran has been divided. How many parts Allah has divided one. Then again, when we got the same surah Al-Israel, chapter 7, verse 10. ولدوا الله وعوض الرحمن أيامها تدول كل أسماء الله الحسنى ولا تجعل بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغي بين ذلك صلاة. Say call Allah, call Ar-Rahman, by whatever name you call him, say for him belong to person. Then the first command also said ولا تجعل صلاتك, don't love salat. You see that's the first one. The second command said ولا تخافت, don't hide salat. You see that's the second one. Then the third command Allah said وابتغي بين ذلك صلاة, but follow a way tree. Then this way tree is for you to adjust away when I don't know hadith. Unless somebody come closer to you, yes, if this one prophet says something, your situation will be like this. You see, I don't know the hadith. I don't know the hadith. Unless somebody come closer to you, yes, if this one prophet says something, then all your salat since that from salat to sweet, salat to wood, salat to asr, salat to maghrib, salat to jajimai, and what to nafilat as we do. All your straight salat, all your straight in tazbah, all your straight in du'a. you will identify you will not allow the hadith unless somebody come closer to you. Yes, if this one Prophet says that, then that is number one. That's what the searches for. That's what Parliament. Then the concrete proof for that this the way in between is a way Parliament that's not out that you see what goes on to Akbar chapter 8 verse 24 said يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله ولرسوله إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَكِينُ بَيْنَ مَنْ يُقَرِّبُ وَأَنَّهُ إِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ. He said, oh, you who believe, answer Allah and His Messenger when He called it that was given up. And know that Allah come in between person and son, and then to him shall come. Say, وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَكِينُ بَيْنَ مَنْ. And know that Allah come in between person and son. Then He gave us command in Surah Isra, chapter 7, Surah at the end of the verse, what the Jibain is that, but follow with it. So you see, a wave tree, say, what follow me, that's not out that. Then this wave tree of follow me, then the name of the wave tree of follow me, that is person. Which is one goes on to Zumar chapter 1 verse 18 says, الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ الْأَحْسَنَ أُولَٰئِكَ هَدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغُلَبَاءُ. Those who listen to one and follow the best part thereof, then those are whom Allah has right together, and then those are men of understanding. So you see the word one is a word all metal. Then when the Muslim listens to the word one and follow the best part thereof, you see a way to say a word all metal. Then the name of a way in between a word all metal, that is the best one. Then look at how it is. You see here. This true best part one, a way in between us are just for us. That's where you know that the whole one is about what's happening now. You see, when we come to the Allah said, Wala Tijaturat Dollar Islam, Wala Tukabia don't hide it. What the game paying is but follow it. You see that's the comment. Then, when we come to Salah, when we come to the eye, the upper lip of the eye, that is first one. The down lip of the eye, that's number one. Then that blink of either to a blinking, that is number one. That's where that's what all of it. Then the name of the way in the that's first one. Then that blink of either to a blinking. That blinking of either to a blinking. Between the upper lip of the eye and the down lip of the eye. What is in between there? That is blinking of the eye and seeing. That's the blinking of the eye and seeing. So see, then that is third part one. That's that's what all of it. Then the name of the winter of all of it, that's first one. Then that blink of either to a blinking. Is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole one is talking about what's happening now. Or seeing that we are seeing with your eye. Is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole one is talking about what is happening now. Then again, when we come to the mouth, the upper lip of the mouth, with the upper teeth of the mouth, that's what's happening. The down lip of the mouth, with the down teeth of the mouth, that's happening. Then that's your mouth that's going up and down where you're talking, where you're eating. That is third one. That's what that's what all of it. Then, between your upper lip of the mouth with upper teeth of the mouth, and the down lip of the one with the down teeth of the mouth, what is in between there? That is talking and eating. Then that is third one. That is way between that's what Then the name of the way the way that's what. Then that talking that you are talking with your mouth, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole one is speaking about what's happening now. Or eating that you are eating with your mouth, is that not what is happening now? That is what is happening now. Therefore, the whole one is speaking about what's happening now. So say the proof. Then again, preaching that you are preaching with your nose, that's what's happening now. Hearing that you are hearing with your ears, that is what is happening now. Walking that you are walking with your hand, that's what's happening now. Walking that you are walking with your leg, that's what's happening now. Running that you are running with your leg, that's what's happening now. Flying that bed is flying with you, that's what's happening now. When you come to thinking that you are thinking, knowing that you are thinking with your body, all that one, that's what's happening now. Therefore, the word one is speaking about what is happening now. Then, you see, then when you remain obedient to Almighty Allah, well, as I said, don't I did what but follow a web thing. You follow a web thing the way Allah has said. Don't do this, don't do this, but do this. You do it exactly what Allah, how you want it, exactly the way you want it. Then, and then, that the web thing Allah choose for you through there, you know that the whole one is about what's up now. Then that paradise, that Bashir, that as I sent prophet to me, is it not clear to you? It's clear to you. Because at that particular time, you know that this, the command of Allah, you follow it exactly what I wanted. You are a dweller of Jannah, paradise, since in this world. You have known it. At that particular time, exactly, you follow the command of Allah, what I wanted. And then you will be sure of it. That's the reason why Allah said a prophet to be a bashirun, a giver of gladness for those who remain obedient to Almighty Allah. At that time you are sure that a way between us just for us, meaning the best one you follow it in your salat, in fasting, in judgment, and in all activities. And then you follow it. Follow the command of that well, I want how you want it, exactly. You see, you are sure of that clarity. Meaning, you are sure that you are a dweller of paradise. And that's why Allah sent a prophet to be a bashir. And then you have confidence of following command of that well, I want it how you exactly the way you want it. You will free yourself, you will rest of mind and order. Then look at it here. That this way between us just for us it's a lot. Meaning the best one for you to know it where. You see. Then before that one. For you to know it where. When you look at the sky has three sides. The side of brightness and the side of darkness and the side of what the sky is blue. You see, that is conquerable for the division of 1 into 3 part. Then one comes for one. When the sky is with brightness, that's during the day. That's from morning to the evening. That takes a long distance, almost 12 hours. You see, that time is long, it's very wide. That's what's part. Then, when the sky is with darkness, that's during the night. Meaning from night to daybreak. You see, that time is a long distance, take almost 12 hours. You see, that time is long, it's very wide. That's something. But when the sky is blue, you see, that time is not wide, it's tiny. When the sky is blue, that time is some minute, touch some minute. You see, that time is not wide, it's tiny. That is not one. That's what then the name of the way you offer that's what's one. So see, when the sky is blue, that is why it's right down appear to the sun for black. Because that time is some minute, that time is not wide, it's tiny. That's what's right. Then that is after Salat, so when the sky is blue. Then that's the time Allah command us to stop eating minute to take our fast. Then that time, that's after Salat, the Maghrib for Salat, when the sky is blue. You see, the same time you take fast and the same time you break a fast. Then when the sky is blue, that is third one. That's when that's what Allah. Then the name of the way you offer that's first one. And then that is what Allah explained in Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2 verse 187 end of verse وَقُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ الْخَيْطُ الْأَبْيَضُ مِنَ الْخَيْطِ الْأَسْوَدِ مِنَ الْفَجْرِ ثُمَّ أَتِمُّوا الصِّيَامَ إِلَى اللَّيْلِ. He said eat and drink, but what done appear to this the sun from Friday. Then break a fast at nightfall. Break a fast at nightfall. So say وَقُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ الْخَيْطُ الْأَبْيَضُ مِنَ الْخَيْطِ الْأَسْوَدِ مِنَ الْفَجْرِ. Eat and drink, but what done appear to the sun from darkness. That is after Salat, when the sky is blue. And then when the sky is blue, that time it takes some minute. You see, that time is not wide, it's tiny. That's what right. Then that's the time. Then that time that you stop eating a minute to take a fast. Then the Master says, Summa Timu Sayam, then break a fast to that form. That's after Salat, but before Salat, when the sky is blue. You see, the same time you take fast, and that same time you break a fast. Then when the sky is blue, that is third one. That's when that's what then the name of the way in between, that's what's just again. This is the way between the two are seeing it. It is over there when we go to the leaf. You check the leaf, look at it. Look at it. The right hand side of the leaf, you see it's long, it's very wide. That's what's one. The left hand side of the leaf, you see it's long, it's very wide. That's number one. Then this line that draw that come in between the leaf, that is not wide. It's tiny. That is total one. That's what that's what the name of the way that is what's one. Then again, when we go to the hair of the bed, you see hair of the bed, you see the right hand side of the hair of the bed, you see it's long, it's very wide. That's what's one. The left hand side hair of the bed, you see it's long, it's very wide. That's number one. Then this line that draw come to the hair of the bed, right hand side, you see it's not wide, it's tiny. That is total one. That's what then the name of the way in between that is what's one. Then again, when we go to the Kolanot, when we go to the Kolanot, look at it. The right hand side of Kolanot, you see it's long, it's very wide. That's what. The left hand side of Kolanot, you see it's long, it's very wide. That's what. Then this line that draw come to the Kolanot, you see it's not wide, it's tight. This line that draw come to the Kolanot, it's not wide, it's tight. That is third part one. That's what I'm saying. Then the name of the wave of all that's what. So see, then again, when we come to the Salat, Allah Ta'ala give us command. Salat said, "Wala tajal salat ka, don't allow the Salat." Then if you do allow the Salat, where the Muslim of this is allowed the Salat, you see that one is long. You see that one is long. It's very wide. That is first one. Allah said, "Wala tajal salat ka, don't allow the Salat." They said that the Muslim of this is allowed the Salat. They said that they are using loudspeaker so that somebody that is from far place will be hearing your cessation. Then if you, Allah said, "Wala," what Allah said, "Wala tajal salat ka, don't allow the Salat." Then if you do allow the Salat, where the Muslim says allow the Salat, you see that one is long, it's very wide. That is first one. Then Allah said, "Wala tukhafir biha." Don't hide the Salat. Then if you do hide the Salat, where the Muslim says hiding the Salat, you see that one is long, it's very wide. That's number. Then the conqueror went to do that. Hiding of Salat is long, it's very wide. You see when we go sort of Quran, chapter 2 Quran, verse 7 said, "Wa in taj'al bil qawlika fa innahu ya'lamu sirraka." If you speak your vocation loudly, then Allah knows secret and what is yet more hide. It meaning if you perform Salat loudly, then Allah knows secret and what is yet more hide. For innahu ya'lamu sirraka, Allah knows secret and what is yet more hide. You see, that one you see is long, it's very wide. So Allah said, "Wala tukhafir biha." Don't hide your Salat. Then if you do hide your Salat, the way the Muslims of these days are hiding the Salat, you see that one is long, it's very wide. That's number one. Then the third command also said, "Wabtagi bayna dhalik salat," but follow your way. Then this way between is for you to adjust your voice. You will neither loud nor hide it. Unless somebody comes closer to you, you hear this particular person is such. You see that one is not wide, it's tight. That is third one. That's what one of them. Then the name of the way to you, that's what's up. Just again when we come to judgment. When we come to judgment, you see when you see two people fighting, you go in between them and they still to answer separate fight. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Wa'lamu anna Allah yaqinun bayna marqat," and know that Allah comes in between. Then He gave us command in Surah Al-Isra chapter 71, verse 1 and said, "Wamtagi bayna dhalik," but follow your way. Allah comes in and He commanded us to follow your way. So you see, a way please, you follow them. Then when you come to separate fight, you go in between them and then still to answer separate fight. Then you now look at the person at the right hand side, fighting with the person at the left side. That's what. The person at the left side fighting with the person at the right side. That's number one. Then you that go in between them and still to answer separate fight. That's the third part. That's what. Then the name of the way to that's what's called. Then so again from there, you now look at who is 40 and then who is 12. The one that is at 40, you give him the 4. You give him the 4. Whether if you come with a goal, feel worth it for you to give him, for you to support him, don't support him. Give him the 4. And then if you dare support him, you see the one that is truthful, he will not agree with that. And then that one will take, that judgment will take to another, will take a time. You see that one is long, it's very wide. But if you judge between them with justice, the one that's up at 40, whether if you come with the goal, feel what with it in order to give him for you to support him, don't support him, give him the 4. That is first one. Then the one that is truthful, whether if he doesn't have anything, then you give him the truth. That is second part one. Then you that judge in between them, you see that judging that you judge in between them, you will judge in a very short time. In a very short time, in some minutes, you will judge in between them. That judgment will be quick. Judge in between them. You see that one is not wide, it's tight. The time. But the time that you judge in between them, it's not wide, it's tight. Quick. So that is third one. That's what we're doing. Then the name of the way to so you see how you will know the best one. Then the people that you are finding that follow a way between a way of Almighty Allah, you Allah said, command us to follow. They are the Surat al-Latin and Amta alayh. Those who you bestow your grace. That is Surah Al-Fatiha, Surat al-Latin and Amta alayh. Those who you bestow your grace. Look at it here. They are the one followed command of Allah the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. And then they use the hadith called judge with it. And then in that hadith that Rasul said to them, they use the best part of the hadith of Almighty Allah and judge with it. And then that judgment they find it quick. So see, they are the one. They are the one that choose for the Ashab al-Yamin. Those belong to right. Then again, you see this one is a translation of the one from Fatiha to Nas. When you look at it, Arab language come from the right side. If you like, use the right side. If you like, use the left side. Whatever you want to write, your writing must start from the right side. Allah says want to place Arab language on the right side. Then Allah says now repeat the whole Quran in Arab language that comes from the right side. Then if you believe in the whole Quran, only hadith of Allah only, then you should know to yourself you belong to the right side. And then there's no one can change that. Since it is what you belong to the right side, and then there's no one can change that. Then that's the recitation of one. Then if you turn your ears to the sound of Qira'ah only, then you should know to yourself, since in this world you belong to the right side. And then that is Ashabul Yameen, those who choose for themselves right side in this world. They are Surat al-Lazina and Amtari, those who have desired grace. Ashabul Yameen. So is it. Then again, the way the Prophet of Almighty Allah take the hadith of Almighty Allah as one single hadith in the whole world. And then that one goes total. Zumar chapter 31 verse 26 said, Allahu nazzala al-ahsan al-hadith. Allah mentions that he has sent down his best hadith. Immediately when you hear, before even reciting that verse for you, immediately when you hear the beginning of that verse, said Allahu nazzala al-ahsan al-hadith. Meaning Allah has sent down his best hadith. At that particular time, you yourself, you have known to yourself that the Prophet translate the hadith all matter. That's what Prophet did. From there you will know to yourself that the Prophet they translate the hadith all matter. And then look at it. Allah says, Allahu nazzala al-ahsan al-hadith kitaban mutashabihan masaniyan taksha'irun minhu juludul ladhina yakshawna rabbahum ثم تلنوا جلودهم وقلوبهم إلى ذكر الله ذلك هدى الله يهدي به من يشاء ومن يضلل الله فما له من هاد. Allah mentioned say that he has sent down his rest and it far resembled each other in goodness and truth, and it will prevail the skin of those who fear Allah from evil certain or hearing dead their skin and the heart gets something to remember of Allah. That's guide of Almighty. He guide whom he will and woman Allah sent as read. He guide whom he will. Look at it. So see. And whom Allah said for him, there's no guide. So Allah says, you would imagine, he guide you whom he will. So look at it here. Then, hadith of Almighty Allah, meaning all the books that are sent against prophet, that's what Allah called hadith. All the books that are sent against prophet, that's what Allah called hadith. So in this time of Prophet, the name of the hadith of Allah which Allah sent, Prophet, that's what Allah called one, that's what called one. Look at it. There, in the time of Prophet Isa, the name of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent Prophet Isa, that's what Allah called Injil, that's what called Injil. Also, the same time of Prophet Dawud, the name of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent Prophet Dawud, that's what Allah called Zabura, that's what called Zabura. Also, the same time of Prophet Musa, the name of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent Prophet Musa, that's what Allah called Torah, that's what called Torah. Also, the same in the time of Prophet, up to Prophet Ibrahim, up to later Prophet, up to Prophet Noah, you see, all the Prophet Adam, all the prophets. So and then the Prophet of Almighty, when they translate the hadith of Almighty, every kalam, every word that comes outside from the mouth of Prophet is a translation of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent him with. The message he delivered to you, the gladness that he gave it to you, fighting that he find the cause of Almighty, all is translation of the hadith of Allah. So see, every kalam that comes outside from the mouth of Prophet, the message he delivered to you, the gladness that he gave it to you, all is translation of hadith of Allah, which Allah sent him. And then you also. And then when you go to Prophet Muhammad, it's only one single hadith of Allah in the whole world. They didn't even allow to even share it, to even write, to even share it, whether I share it, you'll find it in many countries. It's only one single hadith of Allah, which is all one in the whole world at that particular time. So they take hadith of Allah as one single hadith. They believe in it, they use it, and judge with it, follow a way between, follow the best one, which Allah chose for us in our salat, the fast and judgment. Then also again, you also, when you believe in the hadith of Allah, only, the whole one only, and then you take it, take the whole one, you deliver message, you give gladness to those who believe all of Allah, You find in the gospel that you do those one that did all that when you are translating, you are explaining. That's translation you are doing. So by doing that, you have taken the hadith as one single hadith. And then you have followed the style of prophet. You have acted according to the prophet. Oh, that's one. That's what we call acting according to the prophet. So look at it. The whole Quran is clear about what is happening now. Then if you do that, then since in this world, Allah has sent a prophet to be a bashir, a giver of gladness, for those who remain obedient to Ulama. Then since in this world, meaning you have assurance that you will enter Jannah in the paradise. Then there are people that when you go inside of one, Allah give them kingdom, made them to be the king of the whole world. Allah give them the world power. When you look at it, in the time of Prophet Sulaiman, Allah made him to be the king of the whole world. Give him the kingdom, made him to be the king of the whole world. The whole world entirely worship Allah, do the command of all matter, the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. You see, Allah give Prophet Sulaiman the world power. When you go to Prophet Dawud, Allah give him kingdom, made him to be the king of the whole world entirely. The whole world entirely worship Allah alone. Do the command of all that where Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. You see, Allah give Prophet Dawud the word power. The one holding the word power. And then also Prophet Ibrahim, then again Prophet Ibrahim, Allah made him, give him kingdom, meaning made him to be the king of the whole world. The whole world entirely worship Allah alone. Do the command of all that the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. Allah give him the world power. The world power. You follow the command of all that the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. You see, when Allah give them kingdom, they please Allah. Allah is meaning, Allah is pleased in their deed that they did. He is pleased in their deed. And then that's the reason why Allah said, Bashirun, from to be a Bashirun, a giver of gratitude. Since in this world, they have seen a clear proof that they are dweller of Jannah, paradise. And then look at it. Allah has given them kingdom, made them to be the king of the world, give them world power. Look at it. Then again, they are the people. Allah said, talk about them in Surah Al-Waqi'ah, chapter 56 of 1, verse 40 said, وَصَلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْآخُرِينَ. And the multitude of righteous will be in the later generation. Multitude of righteous will be in the later generation. وَصَلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْآخُرِينَ. Look at the verse. وَصَلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْآخُرِينَ. Multitude of righteous will be in the later generation. Meaning that kingdom that Allah has given to the prophet, made up to be the king of the whole world entirely. The whole entirely worship Allah alone, do the command of all Ta'ala. The way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. Follow a way in between. Where Allah said, don't hide it, what to give it, but follow it. The way Allah said that we should follow it, meaning the best one. That's how the generation coming. Multitude of righteous will be in the later generation. They will follow the command of that way Allah wanted, how He wanted. And then that kingdom, Allah said, give it to the prophet. Allah will give them kingdom, will make them to be the king of the whole entirely. The one that will worship Allah alone. The way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. And then Allah will give them world power. And then there are the people that will cover Kaaba with green cloth. Because that green cloth, that's what the dweller of paradise will wear. Those ones that will enter paradise, is green cloth they wear. They are the one that will cover Kaaba with green cloth. Because the dweller of paradise, those ones that will enter paradise, they wear green cloth. So see, give them king, generation upon generation. So look at it. Then they had one that would judge with the hadith, a way between the best one of God. and their salah invested in judgment and in all activity the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted. They are the one. You see, they are the one that, as I said, proven to be Bashirun, a giver of glad to the sins of this world. And then Allah is pleased of their deed, with their deed, with their deed. Then they are the one that will enter. They are the one that choose for themselves sins of this world. Ashabul Yameen, those belong to the righteous side. Then they are the one that will glorify Allah with Allahu Akbar, with Allahu Akbar, that appear in the right hand side of every mankind body willingly inside Jannah, paradise. So I see it. So when you look at it, that is translation one from Fatiha to Nas. Then again about Allahu Akbar that appear in the right hand side of every mankind body. You see what you are saying, that's what your body is describing. Then the way Allahu Akbar appear in the right hand side of every mankind body, that's how all the animals Allahu Akbar has appeared in the right hand side of their body. And then again, when you say Allahu Akbar, the proof of that, when you say Allahu Akbar, you move your hand and tell me that you are saying Allahu Akbar. So also animal, when they move their body, Allahu Akbar appear in the right hand side of every animal body. The way Allahu Akbar appear in the right hand side of every man's body, that's how Allahu Akbar appear in the right hand side of every pet body. And then the proof of that, when you are performing salat, you move your hand and tell me to say Allah. Also their body. When the pet move their body, move their feather. Like Allah will appear in the right hand side of every bad body. The way Allah will appear in the right hand side of every mankind body, that's how Allah will appear in the right hand side of every and belly and every and body. And then at the time that you are performing salat, you move your hand at the time that you say Allah. So also when the belly and one hand move their body, Allah will appear in the right hand side of every and body. The way Allah will appear in the right hand side of every mankind body, that is how leaf that was a credit. Allah will appear in the right hand side of every leaf body. And then the proof of that, when you say Allahu Akbar, you move your hand at the time that you say Allahu Akbar. Then at that particular time, Allah will appear in the right hand side of every mankind body. Then that's how leaf, Allah will appear in the right hand side of every leaf body. And then leaf, when the priest blow, you see the leaf is moving. Then that moving that move, Allah will appear in the right hand side of every leaf body. Also again, the way Allah will appear in the right hand side of every mankind body, that's how grass, Allah will appear in the right hand side of every grass body. And then when you want to say Allah Akbar, you move your hand and then you say Allah Akbar. That time Allah will appear in the right hand side of every mankind body. Then also grass that you are seeing, when the breeze blow, you see the grass is moving. Then at that particular time, Allah will appear in the right hand side of every grass body. Do Allah will appear in the right hand side of every mankind body? That's how all the trees, Allah will appear in the right hand side of all three body. And then the proof about that, when you want to say Allahu Akbar, you move your hand, say Allahu Akbar. I'm trying to say Allahu Akbar. And then that time Allah will appear in the right side of every mankind body. Then that's how all the trees, when the breeze blow, you see them move, shake it, move. That time Allah has appeared in the right hand side of every three body. Doesn't get the Allahu Akbar appear in the rest of every man's body. That is how when we come to the thing that we must do, the way Allah will appear in the rest of every man's body. That's how leather that you are seeing, Allah will appear in the rest of every leather body. And then leather, when the breeze blow, you see the leather will be moving, will turn and moving. Then at that particular time, Allah will appear in the rest of every leather body. You are going to appear in the rest of every body. Paper that you are seeing, Allah will appear in the rest of every paper body. The Prophet, when you move your hand, after you say Allah will appear in the rest side of every body. And then that time, in the right side of every paper body, Allah will appear. You are going to appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how you see when you come to them. Bicycle that you manufacture. When you are moving with a bicycle, sometimes when you follow away, and when you see it, Allah will appear. When you are moving, you will see it. Sometimes you observe it, the road. You see that road will come out the way Allah will. You will sketch it out. So the way Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how all the bicycle, Allah will appear in the right side. And turn it. They are moving. The way Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how we see when we come to the motorcycle that we are riding. Allah will appear in the right side of every motorcycle body. And at that time, the proof of that, you see when you move your hand, say Allah Akbar. That is the time that Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. Then at that particular time, when the motorcycle is moving, you look at the road. The road that you are seeing, you see the road. When you observe the road, sometimes road, you see the road is corner. You should come out, just sketch out, carving back on route. The way Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how every motorcycle that you are riding is sketched out Allah Akbar in the right side of every motorcycle. Doesn't get why you come to the vehicle. The way Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how all the vehicle Allah will appear. And then the problem about that, when you move your hand and try to say Allah Akbar, that time Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. Then that's how every vehicle Allah will appear in the right side of every body. Then again, the way Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how the blinking that you are blinking your eye, Allah Akbar, is glorify Allah with Allah Akbar. And then Allah will appear in the right side of every blinking of eye that you are blinking. You Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how the nose that you are breathing with it is glorify Allah with Allah Akbar. You are not going to appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how the ear that you are hearing is glorify Allah with Allah Akbar. You are not going to appear in the right side of every man's body. That's how Allah Akbar. That's how the right side of the mouth is glorify Allah with Allah Akbar. You are not going to appear in the right side of every man's body. And then again, when you observe your mouth, when you are eating, when you want to say Allah Akbar, you move your hand, say Allah Akbar. Then at that particular time, Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. Then again, the food that you are choosing your mouth is moving. You see, that's how Allah will appear in the right side of every mouth. Then again, when we come to them, eating that you are eating, you are not going to appear in the right side of every mouth. That's how the food that you in your mouth glorify Allah with Allah. You are not going to appear in the right side of every mouth. That's how your leg is glorify Allah with Allah. And then when you look at it, your leg is going up and down. The way you are raising your hand, say Allah, your leg, you say it's open, up. You glorify Allah with Allah. And then walking that you are walking, when you look at it, sometimes road, we follow road. When you are following road, you see the road has get out. Sometimes you even know, you see the road at the corner, you should catch out, come back around. And then maybe when you are coming, you come straight, you see, that's Allah Akbar. Sketch out Allah Akbar. And then again, you see, sometimes you doesn't know. So the way you are performing salat, what you are saying, that's what your body is describing. So the philosophy behind it has no end. The philosophy behind it has no end. The way Allah will appear in the right side of every man's body. That is how God that you are shooting, Allah will appear in the right side of every gun. And then when you say Allah, you move your hand. And then you say Allah, then at that particular time, also gone when you are shooting it. You're moving. You're moving. So at that particular time, Allah will appear in the right side of every gun. Every gun. So when you look at it, the person behind it has no end. Even the sword that you are fighting in the battlefield, you move your hand at time that you are fighting with sword. So the way Allah will appear in the right side of every gun, that's how the sword that you are fighting in the battlefield. Glorify Allah with Allah. The philosophy behind it has no end. When you continue going, rain, the other side falling. You will appear in the right side of every man, but that's how rain, that side falling. It's glorify Allah with Allah. And then when the breeze is blowing, when you say when you want to say Allah, you move your hand and say Allah. At that time, Allah will appear in the right side of every man. Then rain, that side falling. You see, at that particular when the breeze blows, you see the rain is falling. That time Allah will appear in the right side of every rain. That's what's falling. Also, the way Allah will appear in the right side of every man, that's how fire. Allah will appear in the right side of fire. Allah will appear in the right side of every man, that's how you see water. Allah will appear in the right side of every. Look at sea water. It glorify Allah with Allah. And then Allah will appear. Then the way Allah will appear in the right side of every man, that's how fruit that you are eating. Allah will appear in the right side of every food. That's how. Where Allah can appear in the right side of every man, that's how the food that we are eating should glorify Allah with Allah. And then again, when you look at food, when it's on the tree, when the breeze blows, that's how food move. That's how the glorify Allah. Allah can appear in the right side of every fruit body. And then so again, the fruit is glorify Allah with Allah. So when you continue going, the philosophy behind it has no end. So I think this one I'm going to stop. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.